Good morning, hail and welcome. Bit unusual time for me to be streaming, but staying up all night to try and write my day-night cycle again. I want to go take a shower, but Trinity's sleeping and I think I would wake her up. So about 10 a.m. she's gonna get up because she has a phone call she needs to take. And when she does that, I'm gonna go walk on the treadmill and then take a shower while she has her chat. So until then, how about we shotgun some goons?
Hey everyone, welcome to Info Flash. Say, did y'all lose power yesterday too? Yeah, when the lights went out, there I was cooking dinner. For getting specific, I was new to half-eaten burrito I found wedged in my couch.
Alright, let's see where we were. Oh, right. So, to recap, we had gotten an in with the Voodoo Boys, and they revealed that they needed, what's his name? Johnny Silverhand's engram to try and contact an AI that used to actually be a human hacker by the name of Alt Cunningham. So in order for me to do that, they need me to jump into the ice bath, and they need to jack me in. And Johnny is very keen to have me do it because he really wants to see Alt again. And I'm kind of apprehensive because it doesn't look very comfy, but let's go for it.
Let's do this.
Should probably have taken my clothes off. We're jumping in, bro. Well.
Okay. What now?
Barré plongé.
Here we go. I really love this late 80s. Well, this is a refined version of it, but I really love the late 80s idea of the net as like this holographic virtual reality existence. I always thought that was very cool.
Where are we?
This is our BBS, Data Fortress. Bridge to the deep net.
So, what now?
We can begin. All is ready.
Now, this is within their data fortress, so very close to her link.
Grab the fragment.
And these guys are experts at doing what they do, so I can only assume that her to be having those glitches, those Tim and Eric style glitches, I can only assume that that's deliberate. That's a deliberate way of how she chooses to present herself in the virtual world.
What's happening?
Oh, we're in a memory. Let's fucking go.
Will never fade away.
Oh, Johnny.
The fuck, Holmes? Out of line. Way out. What next? Where are you gonna take it? Gonna drag a corporal rat on stage, make him kneel, douse him with gas, then light him up?
Silverhand!
Silverhand! Oh, over here!
Johnny!
Hey, No, that's not him. I was thinking one of these might be the old guy we bought the record from. But no, I don't,
It's not your band. You're no solo act.
But I'm the only one with a vision. So unless you got a better one, like I said, go fuck yourself. Fuck.
Was it the concert or Carrie?
Hey Max.
Said you weren't coming tonight. Not if I can help it.
Changed my mind, lover. Look at you, all hot and bothered.
You're right in time for the sex scene. I'm just kidding, this isn't the only sex scene. This is a pretty good riff. Scene sounds like the common thing for Twitch. Well, I don't have a hot tub, Max, so I have to get viewers any way I can. I actually like... So, spoilers. This is going to create a situation which means Johnny goes and raids Arasaka HQ. And actually in the old RPG, the old tabletop RPG this is based on, that was actually the mission included with the book. Like the example scenario is getting hired by Johnny Silverhand.
What, smoking after sex not zen enough for you? We gotta rewrite the art of war too?
We're done, Johnny. With it all. I just couldn't ghost without saying...
4 minute. Well, no. Okay, so Cyberpunk 2020 is a tabletop RPG that came out in 1989, I believe. I played it up through the 90s. And this is in the universe of this RPG, but the timeline has been advanced by about 50 years. So Cyberpunk 2020 took place in the 20s, which was the pretty, pretty near future in the late 80s. And this is now Cyberpunk 2077, so it takes place in 2077. So more like, I don't know what I'd call it, not so much an adaptation, more a continuation based on the RPG. And like several of the canon NPCs from the RPG are mentioned throughout this game, and you meet some of them.
So go on, say it.
You can be such a bastard sometimes, Johnny.
Things were swimming. What? Change your mind? Eats at my gut. 'Cause you knew what you were signing up for.
Look, if you were just another charismatic, narcissistic douche canoe running around after his dream with his head up his ass, I couldn't care less.
But Johnny is a very special, charismatic, narcissistic douche canoe.
Lie. That concert, Samurai, all of it. A ginormous fiction.
You're not a rocker boy, Johnny, face it. Ought to join the wired wackos on the corners, frothing at the mouth as they scream death to Arasaka.
I see. Think you've seen through me, do ya?
Hey, don't get rough with the lady.
You know exactly what I mean. Look at you, faking it even to yourself. Probably what you're best at, faking it.
You're afraid. You and Carrie both. Cowards. I alone have the balls to stand up to Arasaka, and boy, that terrifies you. All of you.
Of course, Johnny S. Misunderstood.
Well, I do have
That's the problem.
I do have my stream flagged that kind of thing can happen, so I think I should be okay. I just can't have streams that like focus on sexuality and nudity. I kind of have a hard time with Johnny Silverhand in this because he is such an asshole. He is a raging asshole. And that's fine. The problem is he's played by Keanu Reeves, who is just such an absolute darling. And it creates this cognitive dissonance in my head that this extremely nice person is playing a complete shit stain.
I think we're done for the day, so you can fuck off.
See, I thought.
Oh man, she scrubs up nicely.
That this meant something, that we're close? So close you can give me shit about everything I do? Got quite the imagination then. Where are you going?
Got somewhere to be.
Silverhand! Hey! Alt.
Good noise, chum. Shoots round when a cop dies.
Save it. I don't know for who.
Can't kill me cause there's words. Blaze away
Playing again
down the
tomorrow.
rebel path.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure I've seen him play an asshole before. I mean, he's usually the good guy in everything he
Let's get out of
plays.
here.
Join us for a drop, Silver Rocker.
Fuck off.
Oh, a short fuse on this one, huh?
Go, run!
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Leave me alone!
I know you're here.
Hey, I shot you. Oh, Jesus.
No!
Hello, Thunderga. Gonna say sometimes actors seek out those other roles on purpose to expand their acting range. True. True.
Fuck off! Let me alone!
And what I know about Keanu Reeves is he loves acting, so that might very well be it. He literally just took the part because he thought it might be fun. Try something different. Thundaga, is that a Final Fantasy reference? Because that's what I read it as. Even though I'm not exactly an expert on Final Fantasy. I've not played a lot of Final Fantasy. I've not played a lot of JRPGs in general. And I have to say my opinions on Final Fantasy might be a little bit controversial. Because I wasn't very fond of 9, which was very popular. And I kind of hated 10, which is very loved. And an artifact name at this point, not really into Final Fantasy much anymore. Oh, fair enough.
Come on, rise and shine.
A remnant from your
Been a
youth,
while,
then.
Johnny boy. How long did you say? 2 weeks since I last cobbled you up?
How's it look down there?
All the ones you still like, modern ones you don't.
Well, shoved so many tubes up your ass that you're about 2 mods off from pissing espresso and milk froth. Also tossed in a synthetic liver. Old one was
So
looking
like I
worse
said, I
than
wasn't super
bag
fond of
full
9 and I
shit.
kinda hated 10.
Now
I liked 7, even though it's a confusing mess. And the only one I've played other than that is 12, which I didn't finish. I haven't finished any of them, but I kinda loved 12. I thought 12 was really cool. And
Fading on me again?
apart from 14, which I did play for a while, I haven't played, and other than that, I haven't played anything newer than 12.
Where's Alt?
Where's who?
Woman who was with me.
He brought you and you alone.
Fuck, they grabbed her. Nobody saw
I
it?
really care for the story, otherwise you love
Ask
it.
your savior.
I don't even remember the story. Something about a kingdom getting usurped.
Arasaka, wasn't it?
It's always Arasaka with you.
'Cause it always is Arasaka.
We gotta talk.
All right. It's spit and glue, but she's holding tight. Get some rest. Even a few hours. Let the stitches set at least.
Uh-huh.
One thing I remember about Final Fantasy XII is it had these super moves. And one guy, his super move was literally punching so hard, reality itself shattered. And I always thought that looked so goddamn cool. That's because he's not really the main protag, but he's the main character. Balthier comes into play and he's the main protagonist. So you're basically playing as a side character to the story. I don't mind that. I think that's cool. You don't always have to be the most important person in the world. So it's like the opposite of 15, where you literally play as the most important guy in the world. The guy you play as, he's like an orphan in this desert city, from what I remember. But I don't remember much beyond that.
How much you see?
Not much more than you. They wanted her. You was just home.
And you just stood there.
What about
dicking
you,
in,
Thundaga?
talking
What's
and
what's your
freelance
favorite Final Fantasy?
Would
I
have
guess you're
shredded
not
us
really
both
into
if I
them
jumped in.
anymore, but
You see
what
the guy's
was your
reflexes?
favorite Final
Of course
Fantasy?
not. He was that fast. Tech like that, you don't find in a dumpster.
Well, it's supposed to be that way. People deciding. One got thrown in last minute. So the actual protagonist of the game gets thrown in at the last minute?
Still waiting.
Mainline, you'd have to go with Final Fantasy VIII. It was your first Final Fantasy. So the very top of my want to play list as far as pertains to Final Fantasy is I definitely feel like I have to try 8 and I have to try 6. I haven't played either of those two and I hear good things about both of
We
them.
need to hurry up.
Also, Final Fantasy VI has Kefka. He's a character in it. I don't know if you know. And I've seen a few bits and pieces with him and with a cosplayer of him that was kind of popular some years ago. And I think Kefka is a really fun character. So for that alone, I feel like I have to play 6 eventually.
So, what are you after? Chasing down a story? Fresh for the scream sheets? That why you scraped me up off the pavement?
Nah, had my story. But then some cats tossed her in the back of a van and sped off.
Right, if F6 with the party switching aspect of
something
it killed
about
the
it.
game for you?
She was your
See, I don't even know what
outfit,
that is. I don't know anything about the actual gameplay of Final Fantasy VI.
Not your fucking business.
Classic
Not
Final
sure,
Fantasy
huh?
Games 5 is your
Yeah.
favorite one?
Heard there
I
was
haven't really
tension,
heard much
sort of
about
goings
anything
on.
earlier than
Honestly,
6.
could not care less about your fluttering hearts and loins. I want to know why Arasaka bagged her.
Alt's kidnapping, it's collateral shit. They swiped her to get at me.
You even know what she does for a living? Girl's one of the best runners around.
4 and 5 are pretty good. Definitely recommend those two.
So, one of how many? No. Only link to Arasaka's the fact that Johnny
just another
Silver ends boning her.
And she's been working for ITS lately. Wrote some real smooth black ice for them.
6 has
Not to
points
be
in the
duped
game
in
where they
either sense
split
of
up
the
your
term.
party, stuck with one party or the other for a while. Oh, right. I remember 7 having a little bit of that as well, and I seem to remember Tales
Still
of
waiting.
Zestiria doing a little bit of it as well. And I never liked that.
Arasaka
Which
wants
you
her.
to use almost every character.
Abduction was a standard intercorp extraction. Nothing more.
Hang on. Alt was gonna meet you tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Said
it
you
more
could
than
use my
those?
help.
Okay.
Wasn't kidding. Sokka tried this before, you know. Except Alt got lucky. Slipped through their mantis blades.
So this
Tell them when she was
flashback, this
afraid
is taking
and she went
place
to you.
back in 2023
Frankly,
in the
I'm starting to see
storyline.
why.
So the game takes place in 2077, but right now we are in one of Johnny Silverhand's memories back from 2023. Max. So it's kind of a time shift. Final Fantasy's bad for that. Just didn't. See, I like that. I already like you, Thundaga. I like when people are capable of disliking something without necessarily saying that's bad. I feel like a lot of people fall into, if I like something, it's objectively good. If I dislike something, it's objectively bad. So I like that you have a little more perspective than that. Much more people were like that. Just yeah, me too. Me too.
Okay, so what are they after?
Soul Killer, an AI. Sound familiar at all?
Of course. Urban legend with the shittiest name ever.
It's no legend. Soul Killer's real. And your Chumbas at Arasaka just hired the runner who wrote it. Take that in. Sokka with Soul Killer to do with as it pleases. Grim, my man. You even imagine that, Rocker? Arasaka will be unstoppable. Soul Killer will flatline any runner who comes close to even trying to scratch its ice. Seen it happen. Not an iota of physical damage. Nervous system or anywhere else. No sound, no fury, no stench. Just all of a sudden, brainwaves cut out. As if someone pulled the plug. Or ripped the soul from the body in question.
Cool. Tell me the rest on the way.
Do I hear extreme doubt?
Oldest, tritest tale in the world. Arasaka was out to provoke me. And it worked.
Let's head out.
So what'll it be? Coming with?
Where to?
Arasaka Tower. To grab Alt.
Shining
right
Resonance is one such exception.
Just you and me? You out of your fucking mind?
Swing by the Atlantis on the way. Got some chooms there.
But yeah, I don't play
I'll
JRPGs
be in the
much.
car. Can't wait too long though.
You'll wait as long as you need to.
I've played those 4 Final Fantasy games,
Where the hell's Rogue?
and other than that, I think
Sit.
the only
Stay.
JRPGs I've played is I've played a couple of hours of Golden Sun, which I really liked, and I've played through all of Tales of Zestiria. And what I keep hearing about Tales of Zestiria is it is the worst Tales of game. Which makes me happy, because I liked Tales of Zestiria, I mostly really enjoyed it, so if that's the worst one, I reckon, hey, I'm gonna enjoy all the other ones even more, right? Usually save harsh criticisms for instances when I feel game mechanics are actually broken, instances of bad game design for pacing, yeah, that all sounds sensible. And to prioritize gameplay over story, personally. Personally, don't feel Zestiria is the worst. Oh, that's one I've kept hearing. Whenever I say I play Zestiria, people are like, "Oh, that's the bad one. I'm sorry for you." But I liked it. I don't think I'm a gameplay over story or a story over gameplay. I feel like the two need to come together and mesh well for me to really love a game. I can go with one without the other, but they enhance each other. I mean, I love Doom. Doom. The old 1993 Doom. It doesn't have dick for story. So games can definitely be good without story. I'm not sure games can be good without gameplay. I mean, that's just a visual novel, and that's not really my thing. Well, they can be good, they're just not for me. My opinion, worst gonna differ from most. Don't have a lot of Tales games. You'd say it's Tales of Symphonia 2. Oh, really? Maybe I should give that one a miss. Then.
Silverhand.
Hey, Ringo!
Got an IOU here with your autograph on it.
Guess it's your lucky day.
Ah, much appreciated. Want a drink?
The usual. Please. seen Rogue?
She's upstairs. But I heard you two weren't,
Well, you heard wrong.
Whoop. Take care, Choom. Alright, let's go talk to Rogue. Say the only thing that game does better than the original is battle system is better. Stereo is pretty average, and you can definitely find some enjoyment. Story's nice. Symphonia is just ew. Okay.
Fucking fuck.
I didn't like the last couple of hours of Zestiria. Because I felt like it just turned into a straight corridor. It became painfully linear. But I was also trying to wrap up the game on stream, and I was like, oh, it's probably finished. I'll just play the last half hour or so and finish it up tonight, where I should have stopped and done a separate stream, because I ended up doing that for hours and hours, which is probably why I have a less than favorable memory of the ending of Zestiria. Anything that holds Symphonia back is the battle system. Story is pretty good. I really wish that game could get a remake to iron out the issues. Who's this?
Heard you weren't talking to me.
Dunno. Seem to be talking to you.
Symphonia 1 and 2 both sucks.
How about now?
Now you can go fuck yourself.
Fair enough. If I were Rogue,
What? You want a new friend?
where would I be? When is the perfect game to introduce into the Tales series? I was a little overwhelmed, I remember, at the very beginning of Tales of Zestiria. Like the first maybe 3 hours? Maybe like the first stream or so of Tales of Zestiria was just like new things and names that meant nothing to me just flying at me. But once I got into it, once I got used to it, I really liked the characters and the game. I thought the gameplay was alright as well.
No, that one don't work for Prodero anymore.
Just one.
No idea what happened.
Johnny?
Huh? Oh, you. Hey, Engels.
How's things, Engels?
Got a private meet going on in there.
Rogue back there too?
Yeah, just...
Yeah, private meet, so you said. Promised to be super unobtrusive.
Hello, Robocorps. I changed my name a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago. Don't need people calling me sir. I plan to change my legal name to Björn, which is Danish for bear, so I figured Bear Anderson would be appropriate. Seems to be working alright for now.
Don't know you.
That's no problem. Just as long as everyone else knows Johnny Silverhand.
Need your help.
We're waiting for a client.
Oh, she is.
One who values discretion.
She is angry.
Mm-hmm. So much so, he himself didn't show.
No point in sitting here then.
I got a job for you, too. Urgent, but pays right.
How much?
Butt out. This isn't your biz.
Is now. Rocker just pulled out his wallet.
Don't you get it? He's not here about any damn job. He's fucking with me. Last
So
time
this
he...
time, you'll be smarter. Take your eddies up front. So, how much, Rocker?
It's Arasaka. I'll understand if you'd rather not.
If you wanted my attention, you just earned it. But if you're aiming for a friends and family discount, I'm not your man.
Corpos. Riding in on them hard. You two do that for fun.
For fun, but not for free. We leave that to rocker boys.
It's important. Name your price.
Ah. So you're either made of money, or you think we won't live to collect. Either way, Rocker, you're coming with us.
Deal.
That it is. Urgent indeed.
Shit, Johnny. Didn't notice you had a fucking tail?
Mr. Silverhand, you're coming with us.
Sure. Let me just finish this.
Only one way to go. Aren't you Mr. Popular?
Ready or not, here they come.
Away. So the combat in this game is... I'm not playing on a super high difficulty, it's not super hard, but it is ridiculously easy when playing as Johnny because he has this grotesquely overpowered pistol. My guns in the actual main game are nowhere near this powerful. Like, I have a shotgun, and if I fire that at point blank range, it does something approaching the same damage that this pistol just does under all circumstances. Can I heal up? Yes, I can. Okay, neat. Some of my favorite games. Tales of Celia, Tales of Legendia, then Systeria. Where do you stand on... His gun is basically 007 Golden Gun. I haven't played that. So I can't say. But yeah, it's a very powerful gun. Your handgun would do like 2.5 million damage. Good for you! My weapons do not do that kind of damage. Anyway, Max, where do you rate in on Berseria? Because I've been told that Berseria was better than Systeria. 7 on N64, it's a one-shot kill. Yeah, I don't think I've shot anything with this gun and had them not die. Even if I aim for like the legs or something, just takes them out.
It cannot be.
Reload. Alright, looks like we're kind of done. This area has better mechanics, story and characters is debatable. An orange revolver you crafted, every slot of your gear had crit damage. Sounds like a pretty solid build, Robocorps. I don't really have a build as such yet. I just shoot things.
Elevator, quick! Let's get to work.
Characters and story just didn't enjoy. Characters pretty much didn't feel they meshed well as interesting.
Take much longer.
Got trouble in heaps.
There'll be more at the bottom. Bet you thou.
I can't remember her name. There's one character that she's in Systeria and she's really old, so she's also in Berseria. I know Berseria takes place a long time before Systeria. And I'm a little worried for when I do play Berseria because she is actually probably the character in that game in Systeria that I enjoyed the least. Edna. I thought she was an annoying little shit. There we go. I am so bad at this. She's not really in Berseria. Okay. So she's not one of the party members. She just exists in Berseria. We loved her in Zest. I imagine most do. She seems to be an archetype that I imagine many would enjoy. She just wasn't for me.
We'll be right behind you.
Oh, there's gonna be vehicle combat now, isn't there? Yeah, here we go.
Arasaka!
Alright, don't shoot at that guy. He's on my side. Can I just shoot enough at the car and it'll blow up? Looks like it. That seems more worthwhile than trying to trick shot these guys off. Or I could just shoot the driver, I guess. Well, or that. I guess shooting at the driver makes the car explode. Because that last car exploded way faster than any of the others. Or maybe it's all just scripted, I don't even know.
You hanging in?
Stayed on the old build of the game, to be honest. Whatever there's a way to do it.
I'll park somewhere.
I mean, I think usually with... No, because it launches through its own launcher. No, I don't think there is. Not outside of a mod. Basically, you think are you and Daga different?
So we gotta pull
Is
out
Visteria
our
lower than Zisteria?
Cunningham.
Find more enjoyment out of
That's
Zisteria.
right from ITS.
Does Zisteria ruined Alicia's story?
Yeah.
Just found an article on how to. Nice! Good for you!
This gets better by the minute. How you want to play this? Either of you gonks got a plan?
Yep. Distract him. Make some noise.
Set up right under Arasaka's windows and crank it loud. Blast the panes out. It'll be a gig to remember.
We do not as yet have word on the exact number of people hurt in the riots, but our reporters are on the scene at Arasaka Tower, and they all agree. A psychoactive agent has been dispersed at the site, affecting those in the crowd.
All right.
So in the tabletop RPG, these would be the player characters. Johnny would be outside playing,
You recording this
and whoever were the player characters would be the ones actually going in on this
do
op.
what you gotta do. Just stay out of my way.
Thompson. Know him well?
Not at all.
No, why's it matter?
Don't like the guy? Don't trust him. And medias are bad luck.
What?
Bad luck. Say someone finds a tape later. A tape of us breaking into Arasaka Tower.
Worry about that if we make it out.
Come on, we don't have much time.
Felt the bosses felt spongy in Zisteria.
Mainframe. Gotta find the mainframe.
It's been quite a few years since I played it, so I don't remember if it felt like that for me. At least on the higher difficulty. Well, that might be why I don't have any memory of it. Because I generally don't play games on higher difficulties. I'm not skilled enough. I am pretty casual. Don't poke your head out and then remove it. Blue balling me for a headshot? That's not nice.
Give me a sec. I'll get it open. Cover me.
On my side.
Ready or not, here they
I
come.
open that.
Headed our way.
Get ready.
Hey kids! Oh, right in the dick. Is this where we're going? Find the main. No, this is where we came in. There. Oh, this door's open now. Let's see. For me, it also it really matters what kind of game it is. I think for an RPG, I need a good story. I need a good story and good characters to get invested. Though, if it's an action game... Actually, if it's an RPG, it can have bad gameplay as long as it has good story and characters. Because I played through Witcher 1. And the gameplay in Witcher 1 is hot doo-doo. It is garbaggio. But the story and characters are cool, so I really enjoyed it. Just playing through it on the lowest difficulty, basically ignoring the gameplay as much as I could. But for like an action game, it's the opposite. An action game doesn't even have to have a story. Again, I mentioned Doom earlier, which has fuck all story. But an action game, if the gameplay's bad, I can't play it. So for me, it really matters what the genre is. Go away, turret. Someone already made it go away. You go away. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily one-shot the turrets. It 2 or 3 shots the turret. Gameplay's fun. Not enjoying the characters and story. You stop enjoying it. I think I would feel the same for an RPG, Max. I don't think I would keep playing an RPG if I didn't enjoy the characters and story. What's this? Oh, homeboy came prepared.
3, 2, 1.
I see you hiding here in the corner. I'm gonna shoot you in the dick. Oh, that was the leg. My bad. Hey, he's dodging. Don't dodge. He's a boss. See, he took a few shots. I didn't just one-shot him. Never got into RPGs for the story. Always cared about the gameplay first. Yeah, that's fair. That is certainly a valid approach. Well, you hate Bazooka, just places lower because of that.
I would advise you not to disturb her. What'd you do to Alt? I put her to work on a project of a lifetime. Get out of my way.
Oh, he just unplugs her?
Alt, come on, don't do this.
Is she?
Fuck.
So she's who we're looking for because, spoiler,
The hell are you doing?
with the help of that soul killer program, instead of her just dying, her consciousness was sucked into the mainframe and she lived on as an AI. And in current day, 54 years later, she is living in the outer net, which is ruled by AIs. And we're trying to contact her, basically using Johnny as a kind of bait.
Spit it out before you burst.
Never even told me half that about Alt.
Really? Any examples?
I don't know. That you were a couple, that she rode Soul Killer, that she's dead. How the hell is she supposed to help us now? As a ghost?
She's not dead. Managed to escape.
I saw the body.
Alt fled into the
Which I think is lifted from the plot of William Gibson's Neuromancer, which is one of the books that basically launched the cyberpunk genre.
When'd you find out?
when she made contact a little later.
And? What did she say?
That she was a captain in Arasaka's subnet. But they couldn't hurt her. And she told me not to come looking for her.
So, what did you do?
Got my hands on 2 thermonuclear charges.
Then headed back to Arasaka Tower. And Rogue went with you. Again.
I paid her well.
Said it yourself, she was the best. Had her pick of contracts. But for some strange-ass reason, she took a job from a rocker with a death wish.
Rocker, forever getting his ass beat by Arasaka.
Different times, kid. Back then, mercs didn't normally sell out to corpse. All you had to do was yell, "Let's fuck up Arasaka," and every last one of them jizzed their pants. Rogue included.
Voodoo boys think they know where she is. Beyond the Black Wall.
Where nobody can touch her.
And Brigitte's primed to go there. Break through. Just to contact Alt. Talk to her.
Ka-ching.
Go.
A moment.
Sure felt like more than a moment. Saw a good chunk of Johnny's life. And Alt.
It is possible. Data connected to Alt are linked to a strong memory trace in the construct. Very strong. These memories must have evoked a powerful emotional response, then projected onto your consciousness.
Emotion, yeah. Plenty of that. So, did it work?
Yes. We extract the necessary fragment of Silverhand's engram. We are ready now to make contact with Alt. First, we must dive deeper.
Oh shit. Inception. Gotta go deeper.
Beyond, there are no borders.
Oh, this looks cool.
Beyond the Black Wall. Few have gone through to the other side, and none have yet returned. She will be the first.
So, actually, you got no idea what's beyond that thing.
But we will know soon.
And these shapes I'm seeing.
Wild, unfettered AI, searching for a passage.
I held up my end of our deal. Your turn. Before you pass through that wall, I want Johnny's psyche removed.
We will not pass through. You will take the code to the other side.
Don't got much for options, do I?
Ale.
Alright. So, earlier in the game, we see a recorded brain dance, which is like a video, except it's recorded in the brain instead of visually, of a hacker being forced to cross the Black Wall. It's basically a snuff film. And his brain gets fried, and he dies in a lot of pain, a lot of agony. And we're about to go there, so fun.
How do I get to the other side? Brigitte?
Oh, I see something.
Alt?
Johnny. You cannot remain here.
Alt Cunningham. Joris. Yap attacking network lab.
What the hell's going on?
They breached our BBSs. We have nothing to do with this.
Netwatch.
What?
What does this room look like? Is that a bed?
Netwatch cannot touch me here.
It's really you. What happened out there? Couldn't just take him out?
Netwatch was well prepared this time.
Gotta be Mosley, the fucker.
What of Brigitte and the Voodoo Boys?
I was forced to purge them. Netwatch was exploiting their BBS.
Purge? You mean they're dead, all of them?
Not actually gonna feel bad for him, are ya?
Damn it. I brought Netwatch here. Agent I dealt with must have slipped me a tracker that let him right in.
Switch things up on the sly, replacing the Voodoo's virus with his own brand of rot.
Probably how they got to you.
It matters not. The entire subnet was destroyed.
Alt, you pulled us out of there. That mean you and us, we're okay? Everything's chill?
I have recognized your engram code, but I do not know why you are here.
So you can pay me back for getting you out of Arasaka Tower. V, this is Alt. Best netrunner Night City's ever seen. Alt, this is V. You need to save her life.
As you can see, Johnny's got it all thought out. But there's the question of what you'll want in return.
Netwatch propaganda has been effective. Do you see me as a demon who requires a pact signed in blood?
Got no clue who you are now. Know a little about who you were. And Johnny, that he was important to you, while I'm no one. So I'm asking, what's it gonna cost?
I cannot help you.
Oh no!
Can't or won't?
Can't. To attempt to do so, I would need access to more advanced technology.
Interesting. Brigitte claimed she alone could help me.
The Voodoo Boys deceived you.
Why am I not surprised? Fine, so how about Mikoshi? That advanced enough for you?
If I could gain access to Mikoshi, it would cease to exist.
Good, we can work with that. We'll get you inside Mikoshi and you'll help V, deal?
What can you do for me, exactly? Everyone I've met so far says I'm too far gone.
By everyone, you mean Hellman? Saburo's personal ass munch?
With the Soul Killer resident inside Mikoshi, I will create a construct of you, then disentangle your neural network from Johnny's. I shall then inject your engram back into your mortal form.
Great, so we got a plan.
But how will you reach Mikoshi? I've created armies that failed to breach it.
They were children of the net. There's your problem. We're banking on the human factor. We'll crack a window, slip you into Mikoshi.
Johnny embellishes, in case you hadn't noticed. You don't trust him, which is fine. But you have my word we'll slip you inside Mikoshi while keeping you out of harm's way.
I believe this human factor and I have things in common.
So, we agreed?
Yes, we are agreed. Find a path into Mikoshi. I shall prepare a program to help you navigate the local net.
How will I contact you once I'm ready?
This is a BBS address. It will be our secure communication channel.
Alt, before you leave, we gotta talk. Just you and me.
No, that will not be possible.
Oh, shut down. And I got the Voodoo Boys killed.
More fitting end.
Honestly, I feel fine about that because they were going to betray me.
As much as it tickles me too, we got a Delta.
Right, still got Mr. Grumps left.
That also means that these guys have some nice swag for me to grab. A Netrunner shot, of course. Of course they have Netrunner skill shots. Why wouldn't they? They are the premier Netrunners. If anyone should have it, it should be them. Now the question is, things were friendly enough when we came in. Oh, I'm not intelligent enough to hack this. Things were good enough when I came in, but now we're going out, and I'm sure not. Yeah, there we go. Not everyone was plugged in. Oh, there are a bunch of them. Oh, and they're looking at me. Ah, fuck. Alright. So much for the stealthy approach. Fuck off. You. Fuck off. God, I love the shotgun. Whoa, was that just a tier 4 grenade? I'm walking around here because I've just been playing Darktide, where you're 4 players. So I'm like, why isn't Johnny shooting anything? Why isn't he helping? Because he's a voice inside your head, dumbass. Oh, right. Right, he can't actually affect the physical world. Not gonna read that. A little too pushed. Surprise! Take a while to reload. Bonjour! Now these weapons will either get resold or make for nice crafting components. Magic people, voodoo people. A little bit while I reload. Nah. No good at that long range. We'll have to use something with a little better range. Shooting at me. Have a boss fight with Placide. Kinda wish I could quick save, but you can't save in combat. Just gonna have to take him out. Can I hack you? Why don't you have a couple of cyberware malfunctions and a short circuit? Okay, retreat to reload. Go. The cyberware malfunction. Looks like he doesn't work very well without his cyberware. Too bad I can't cyberpsychosis him. Could if I could get all my RAM back. Target is immune to cyberpsychosis. Okay. Well, let's give him a short circuit more then. Seems like he basically can't do shit after I shut down his implants. Let's see if he wants to box. Oh, you have a nice looking shotgun, sir. Could that maybe become mine? Aww. Oh, it's broken. Now, I could let him live. Or I could do this. Ah, I won't let me mutilate him. Guess it's because he is a special character. It won't let me dismember his body. You know what? I've been a bad boy. Gonna leave a donation. There we go. Fully absolved of all my crimes. All for the cost of €6. So the currency, even though this takes place, I believe, in California, the currency used is called the Eurodollar because, well, the game was conceptualized before the Euro, but it still had the idea, not this game, the game it's based on, still had the idea of a unified European currency, and in the history of this game, the American economy collapsed, so they took to using the European Eurodollar. No, I think the European currency is Euro, and the Eurodollar is just an American dollar pegged to the Euro, because they basically had to get aid from Europe to get their economy up and
So, you ready?
up and running again.
The damn chip. My silverhandosis is clearly incubating.
That a pointed finger I hear in your voice?
Fuck.
That was your ticker. Sit and rest. Don't need you flatlining while we got a job to do.
Blah blah blah. Fuck Arasaka. Blah blah. Smash Mikoshi.
You really are turning into me.
I think so, yes, Max.
Might be right.
We're bickering like a shriveled old married couple. It's time
I think
we let up. Let a little trust in.
Because the game this is based on, again, came out in '89, and I'm sure there had been thoughts about a unified European currency by then, but the actual euro wasn't implemented. I don't remember exactly when. The early to mid 2000s, maybe the late 90s, certainly way after the game came out.
Got no idea where I'm going. Be a living legend. That's all I wanted. Feels like I'm barely surviving.
Test of a person's true value? Death. Facing it. Staring it down. You still got a chance to be somebody.
Yeah. Maybe. What was it like? When you died?
What's on top of the world? Failure not an option, not a thought. Till it happened. Death feels real now. It's only now I know it.
Now. Had half a century to come to terms.
Mikoshi felt, I don't know, like sleep? Lacked awareness, had no sense of passing time. Didn't mark it. Did what they wanted to me. I just remember cold, black void, fear. Or was that your death?
Think I get why you detest the place.
Shouldn't exist. Of all the destruction and pain corpses wreak round the world, what happens at Mikoshi is worst. Know why?
They're fucking around with the human mind. Consciousness.
Not any different than being a farm corpse lab rat. Nah, it's something else. Worse things when they switch up your identity, and you never even know you've become someone else. Corps have already taken the world for their own. Now they're coming for us.
Realize what you're doing to me is what Arasaka's doing at Mikoshi.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm gonna fix it.
Let's move. Get back to work.
Let's do.
In the finals against Razor Hughes, pro heavyweight champion, one of the best in the world. Nice. And then in the middle of all this drama, hey, do you want to buy a car? Fuck off. I just realized got to pick up these components. Man, I wiped out a large part of the Voodoo Boys. That's gotta really make a difference in the power balance of Night City. You know what? Before I do anything else, let's save. Okay, saved. What did I pick up? Picked up the Igla. Does that measure up next to my Carnage? Does more damage. Attacks faster. Better range, better handling. Way fewer projectiles. I don't have the mods slotted into it. But it is like what, a 15% damage increase-ish? It's not bad. Let's see how it handles. Oh, it's a beauty though. Does it fire one or both? Okay. Let's try this for a while. Let's just not get rid of the other one, so we can keep it around. Oh yeah, we still have her hammer. Alright, she changed her mind. Good. So we can go meet Takamura, but I feel like I've advanced the plot enough and I want to do some side stuff. So you know what? Let's go speak to the Perales. His bid for mayor might lead to some interesting developments. I don't remember his name. Something, I mean, last name is Perales. I don't remember his first name. Oh, got some upset Voodoo Boys. Stop shooting at me, you assholes! Okay, I'm not sure that should be possible, but cool. I'm not gonna... I know I'm just running away. I don't really want to do the vehicle combat when I don't have someone to drive for me. Just imagine trying to drive while aiming behind me. It's only a matter of time before I go flying over the handlebars. Big debate going on about Zelda, people arguing about open world and linear dungeon. I've never really played Zelda. I've played the original Legend of Zelda, the OG one, for like half an hour, just fucking around. I had no idea what I was doing, no idea what I was supposed to be doing. And that's the only Zelda I've ever played. So one day, on this channel, I don't know exactly which, but one day on this channel I will feature my very first time playing a Zelda game. Yeah, the old one on the NES. Nobody knows what they're doing in Zelda if they're playing it for the first time. Well, that certainly matches my experience. I'm meeting my corporate overlords, which means switch clothes to something a little more appropriate. Playing that game with Mom. Who are you people? What do you want? Go away. Go away. I'm busy. Really? With more people coming? You know what? Fuck you. It's tigers, okay. Hey kitty. Why can you block bullets? Stop that. Be dead. You too. Okay. You know what? That needs to stop. Stop dodging. Such a mess. Guess that's what happens when the tigers have a bone to pick with you. I hope the Perales family aren't upset that I brought this kind of shit to their doorstep.
We're upstairs. Thanks.
Is it Joseph Perales? Conversation online, lately it's Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Changed the Zelda game loop because of the first. Yeah, they're completely different kind of games. So what's the debate? People arguing what's best? I mean, does one of them have to be best?
It's good to see you again.
Something happened?
Come on. Jeff will explain everything.
Okay, I guess. Oh yeah, his name is
He's
Jefferson.
just about done prepping
Right.
for the debate. I've rescheduled all his meetings out of the office today. The office meaning here, so nobody will bother us.
Mike,
What,
we're talking
bother
about
us
the
at doing
cornerstone
what,
of my
exactly?
platform. I'm not doing
You'll
a
know in a
U-turn just
minute.
because Night Court. No, I'm not sucking anyone's dick just so they can fuck me in the ass! Look, I gotta go. Make the amendments, we'll powwow later. V, glad you could make it.
Jefferson.
Grab a seat, please. I'll explain why I asked you to come over.
I mean, if it's because they like the old games better, I mean, the old games are still there.
We've had a break-in. Not the usual kind, though.
So unusual how?
A couple of days back, dead of night, something wakes me. A noise. I grab my pistol and come out of the bedroom. See a stranger. He looks like he's about to reach for it, so I pull the trigger.
Nail him?
No idea. My head started spinning and I passed out. No trace of him the morning after. I'd like you to find him. Find out what he wanted.
Notify the badges yet?
We don't want any buzz around this. No attention, whatever.
You know. NCPD's full of people who like the occasional stray Eddie.
If we reported a break-in, the media descend on us like a swarm of locusts.
No badges. Gotcha.
Of course, we notified SSI about the incident. Our private security.
SSI's pretty small time. Why didn't you go with Arasaka or Militech?
It's what was recommended to us.
On the bright side, we're not dependent on any mega corporations.
Why me, of all people? Wouldn't rather have a detective look into it?
Prefer to use tried and tested contacts.
Can't blame you.
Former mayor's death? You unraveled that mystery. I trust you'll be able to crack this one as well.
What did the intruder look like?
I can't remember much. It was dark. He was wearing some sort of mask. Or was it an implant? Couldn't really get a good look at him.
Elizabeth didn't see him either?
I slept through the whole thing. Election season takes its toll on you.
I haven't really played Zelda, as I said, so I can't really say, but looking at it from the outside, I kind of agree that the Zelda games seem like the kind of games where going to an open world approach, now that that's possible, makes a lot of sense. I agree with that.
Intruder, take anything? Break anything?
Nothing missing.
I haven't noticed any damage either. Jeff must have scared him off before he could do anything.
Said you passed out?
That's right. Just after I fired.
What then?
Nothing. I woke up in bed the next morning. Killer headache to boot.
Any idea how you made it back to your bed?
Nope. None. Elizabeth's at a loss too.
Security look into this? Say anything?
This is where things get a little weird.
They claim there's no sign of a break-in or of a shot being fired.
Security cams didn't record anything. Guard outside didn't see or hear anything.
They suggested Jeff must have had a bad dream.
Convenient answer.
Liz gave security the day off so I could call you in.
This security outfit, SSI. Who are they?
Been on the market the last 15 years. They have clients across the city. If memory serves, they came recommended. An acquaintance. You think SSI might be behind this?
That or someone hiding behind SSI. Anyone come to mind readily?
Could be the same people who were behind Mayor Ryan's murder.
Or Weldon Holt, Jeff's opponent in the race. The polls have him trailing Jeff.
But it could be anyone, really.
Jeff has many enemies, a lot of them powerful. We could sit here naming names all day.
I see.
That's why I called you, V. I need you to find out what the hell's going on.
Anything else you want to tell me? Or think maybe you should?
Nope, that about covered it. Liz?
It seems like everything. It's unlikely we'll learn anything anyway.
Honey, please. I'm sure Ve'll turn something up. So, you got all you need for now?
Developer Aonuma. Ultimate hope or goal is to create a game without a story.
We shouldn't delay too long.
That sounds very ambitious. I feel like that's something developers have been kind of reaching for a very long time. I don't know. I mean,
is everything all right?
I mean, with a game like, for example, Skyrim, there is a main story, but really what people get out of Skyrim is more all the other stuff they do rather than the main story. So it's not, I don't think it's been fully reached, but we've definitely been nipping at its heels for a while.
Wouldn't mind taking a look around the apartment.
Of course. Liz can give you the tour. Gotta run to a meeting. As soon as you learn anything, let me know.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
Let me show you around.
Well, basically, I think it could be a good idea if executed well.
Shall
Rather
we?
poke around my own way. You mind?
No, of course not. I'll be right behind you, in case.
I got... Just gonna scan the shit out of everything. I think it would be hard to pull off, but I do think in theory it's possible to do something like that and have it work well. I just think you have to really fucking nail it.
This was my den before the campaign. A place to focus, relax.
Doesn't look it anymore.
Security had to set up somewhere. One of the many small sacrifices I've had to make. This was the first, but it won't be the last.
Enter code, no. What if we do it this way? Oh, this is just a data mine. On buffer 55. Oh, I was hoping I would find out something story pertinent. Still, got some nicer components out of it. Messages. Welcome to the team and congratulations on your newest assignment. You have no doubt already been informed about the work we do here, but I'd like to take a moment to remind you how vital our responsibilities are. Our priority is to protect our main targets. Due to their VIP status, they are to be considered in constant danger, not only the most obvious kinds, but also with regards to privacy and emotional stability. You are all required to immediately report on any behavioral anomalies from the VIPs on and off-site. Do not wait for your partner to do it. I think we'd all prefer slightly more paperwork over a full Class 6 anomaly. Your security classification is Code Orange, which grants you access to all areas excluding Sector 0. Sector 0 is exclusively restricted to field agents tier Blue and Black. If you run into a Blue or Black agent during the night, do not engage with them whatsoever unless you receive a direct order from me or from said field agent. Follow the above rules and we'll ensure further continuation of the operation and the security of our VIPs. That already sounds fishy. We have an urgent situation on the main site. There was a behavioral anomaly during maintenance works and a Blue agent was injured by Target Alpha. Alpha is secure, but Blue 66M is in critical condition. I am requesting emergency access to Sector 0 in order to retrieve medical supplies.
It looks like SSI's employees knew about the break-in.
I cannot grant remote access to Sector 0, but the access code to the main room is 6709. You can remotely control access to Sector 0 from this terminal. I've informed management of the situation and a Black Echelon rescue team is already on its way. 6709. I didn't even have to remember it. File deleted, file deleted, file deleted, file deleted. Oh, something's getting covered up. Mercenary on site. To all teams, despite making my reservations known, Target Alpha has decided to contact a mercenary to look into a political matter. Though Alpha's worries might be justified, an outsider on site raises serious concerns. If you encounter the mercenary in question, do not talk to them unless otherwise instructed. Regardless, carry on with your duties in accordance with standard procedure. Maintenance procedures. To all teams, we're coming up to our scheduled maintenance works. You know the drill. Only one necessary agent will remain on site. In the meantime, the security system will be switched off and scrubbed clean. Definitely something fishy going on here. Is this a... no.
This is where we sleep.
Notice anything different in here after the break-in?
No, I don't think so. What do you have in mind?
Jeff said he passed out. Anything seem out of the ordinary? The bedding, its arrangement, any signs at all?
As if he was dragged back to bed, you mean? No, I didn't notice anything.
Mind if I take a look around?
Be my guest.
Wedding pic? Interesting backdrop.
I wanted blue roses, so we ordered a whole truckload.
Blue roses. You sure? Roses in this picture look pretty red to me.
Oh, of course, you're right. They didn't have blue roses, I forgot.
Over here. Don't got time to read that.
Iron. This Jeff's?
Mine, actually. But yes, that's the one Jeff used that night.
Check Omaha. Conclusion, recently fired shots. There's the washroom. Gonna stare at myself in the mirror right now. Oh my god. View from this bathtub. I also want a super luxury corporate political apartment in Night City. Unfortunately, if I lived in Night City, that probably wouldn't be the fate I'd have.
Jeff's office. Control room, storage, and flea market crammed into one.
Oh look, we have a guest on the stream. So, for those of you not here regularly, meet Fidouche. It's a 15 or 16-year-old cat. My fiance had him before she even met me. Oh, excuse the yawning. What have we here?
This is Jeff's personal machine. I doubt you'll find anything on it relating to the break-in.
That... Jeff, could you explain to me why Leia's still here? I thought we let her go. Did something change? I don't follow what you're talking about. Well, she's just here like nothing happened. She sent me a new ad today that apparently you approved. Am I going crazy or something? Eric, what the hell are you on about? Who told you to fire her? Because it most definitely wasn't me. If you've got something against her, then speak up. As far as I'm concerned, Leia stays. Not like she was going anywhere to begin with. Pull yourself together, Eric. Okay, I must be imagining things. Forget I brought it up. Okay, it's important concern.
Tight bites. You and Jeff must be putting in serious overtime.
Elections. You don't even have time to think about food, so you just order whatever's quickest. But yes, it's true, Jeff hasn't eaten anything else recently.
Interesting. I'm sorry I'm not really participating in the conversation, but I feel like it's kind of above my pay grade. Because I don't really have a lot to contribute. So you guys just go right on ahead. Common name SCOP, single-celled organic protein. Oh, so that's what SCOP is. That was out to the little porch here. Hey kitty. He's bored. He wants me to entertain him. I can't entertain you. I'm entertaining people. Aww. Oh, scritchies for the head. Pet for kitty? Here, this is from Max. This one is from Max. For you. I used to actually have a thing on this channel where people could pay channel points and get me to give him treats. But he's kind of gone deaf, so now I can't call him when it's time to get the treats. So, kind of doesn't really work anymore. But you know what? Since he's here, you guys are here, we're gonna make an exception. Hey, we're gonna give him some treats. Give them to him up here. Back. I'm gonna give him the treats up here, and you can see him enjoy his treats. Love his meow. Yeah, he's very vocal. Unfortunately, that also means if he's bored, he might just start screaming. Not because there's really anything wrong other than, hey, I want someone to entertain me. Smart glass. Yours get that way too. I thought you had dogs. I didn't know you had cats. Is the door not open? Door no power. There's a secret door somewhere I need to find. Having a hard time finding my way around this house. Max has a whole ass. Why do you guys call him Mex instead of Max? Is that just a nickname, or is there some kind of story behind it? It's just what you call him? God damn. I am having a hard time finding anything. And I just noticed that there's actually a marker showing something. We have stairs going down? No. Let's go all the way up.
Go up to the roof if you want. I'll wait here.
Sure thing.
Smoke. 6 cats, 2 dogs. 1 cat passed away. 1 cat was given to your sister. Still have 4 cats. 1 dog just had to be put down recently. Other dog has cancer and doesn't have long to live. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer. I'm sorry I brought it up, Max. Sorry about your dogs. Gonna be anything here, is there? Maybe? Oh, or maybe. Just the surveillance camera.
Bloodstains. Not quite scrubbed clean. Where's the blood from? It yours?
I'm 100% sure it's not ours. Maybe the intruders?
Probably.
There's a blood trail?
Broken?
It was fine a couple days ago. We rarely use it, though.
Oh, I think this is leading somewhere. Here we go.
Jesus Christ.
Think we're safe putting your security at the top of our list of suspects?
They violated our privacy. Sons of bitches. Under my own roof.
Ever noticed anything out of the ordinary? Suspicious?
That they're violating our trust? Watching our every move? That they'd concealed a goddamn secret room full of spy stuff in our own apartment?
So you didn't notice, okay? Wonder how long they've been keeping this from you.
Too long. This ends now. I'm not letting any more of those freaks set foot. Ugh, my head.
Something wrong?
Don't worry about me. Do what you have to do.
Cats do the same when they want attention. They'll yell at you for it. Yeah. He'll sometimes, if we're both here in the living room, he'll go into the hallway and he'll just start almost yodeling over and over. It's weird. He's a weird little gremlin. Love him though. Rewiring synaptic pathways. Chapter 1, the future of neurotechnology. This is pertinent. The 21st century heralded a worldwide revolution in neurotechnology. We, as a society, can no longer imagine an existence without technologically heightened senses, enhanced memory capacity, and pain modulators. By linking our neural senses with computer chips, we are capable of learning complex skill sets in seconds, then subsequently forgetting them again the instant they are removed. Oh wait. No. I've already read this. This wasn't what I thought it was. I thought it was something related to the story. Scan the strange computer. Which one is that? Your cats will grab a sock, bring it to the bottom step, sit there, yell till someone comes down. Little shit!
Use meds. Intruder make a beeline here after Jeff tagged him?
Talking to yourself again?
More and more. Ever since this terrorist started stalking me.
Where do those cables go? There we go. Oh.
Odd. Tech's practically prehistoric, but doesn't look older than a day.
Saw something like this back in the war. Transmitters. Militech was using them. Short-range UHF. Signal only travels line of sight, but it can't be intercepted.
Line of sight. Let's look around. See if we can't spot where our receiver's camping out. Got a vision on our receiver. Black van parked next to it. Gotta be our winner. The hell is this all for, though?
One falls downstairs into the kitchen, meows at you till you pet him. Doesn't even want food, just wants you to pet him.
These cables?
Cables.
Weird hardware. What's it for?
Connected to the wall-mounted screens. Wonder where else these cables run.
Transmitters within reach of our mystery van. Wonder if Elizabeth has ever seen the car. Liz, this is way bigger than we thought. Jeff's entire campaign could be threatened.
Let me worry about the race. Just tell me what you managed to find.
There's a transmitter on the roof. Seems to be conveying a signal to a van out front. Know who it might be?
We never set up any transmitter. And I don't know a thing about any van, but my guess is it's SSI's.
Could be. Tech they're using seems unconventional, though.
Do you plan to check it?
Yeah. About to pay him a personal visit.
I'll wait here. Just don't tell Jeff anything for now, okay?
Sure, whatever. I'll call him once I know something more substantial.
That's fine. Just remember it's the busiest time for Jeff right now. You can always come and talk to me.
Fine. I'll keep that in mind.
Alright, we're gonna go down and take a look at that van, but I am running out of steam. I'm kind of floundering here. So I am going to call it here for this morning. And maybe just go chill on the sofa for a bit.